welcome back in, everybody. So today, just going to kind of mess around just a little bit and do a little prep work for what I'm going to try to get done here shortly. The first thing that I'm going to try to do is I'm actually going to take this piece that was the branch that split off, and clearly I have been burning over the last few weeks. We actually had a F1 tornado come through a little over a week ago, and it blew down a bunch of the dead limbs and the other trees, so I've went ahead and burnt them. But what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm probably just going to take this piece, chop it up a little bit, make it a little bit more manageable, maybe burn a little bit quicker, because in a previous video, I thought it was going to take years to probably burn that thing, but I was clearly wrong. It'd probably take a few months, but like I said, help that out just a little bit, cut that up, and we'll take care of that. There's the tree. Still has not moved. I really don't know when it will. I'm out here in the back where most of the cut wood is. So right here, I have 6 or 7 logs that I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. So hypothetically, if I could find a sawmill or something like that, I think that would be a good use for them. Or they may say they all stink and it just needs to go to firewood, and I'll cut them up. But right here is the firewood pile that I still need to get split. And here in a few weeks, I actually have an idea of how to split this firewood with just a little bit of help, but stay tuned to that. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition, and we'll cross that bridge excuse me, whenever we get there. What I'm also going to do with the chainsaw today is some of these longer pieces that just need to be chopped up into firewood size. I think that's what I'm going to try to tackle today. Not in the biggest hurry to split some of this wood, even though it needs to get done, but we also got to do this too. So pick my battles as they come, and this is the one I'm going to try to tackle today. Just at least some of it. I will not be able to get most of that done. It's probably just way too hot to stay out here that long and keep doing that. But All right, as you can see, I got the bucket here as my kind of offset piece. So as I start making this cut on this branch piece over here, hopefully this bigger part should kind of open up the cut, kind of like that other one did. That way I can get down, but I'll maneuver to the tractor as I need to. But before I get going, as I try to do this one-handed, bear with me. I had my tape measure with me. And a few weeks ago, when we first looked at this branch was 25 inches across. And let's see how much I've burnt over the last few weeks. 22 and a half, 23, somewhere in there. So we've already lost width-wise. I didn't measure up and down, but I can go ahead and tell you that the up and down piece has definitely gotten smaller, which is one reason why I'm over here cutting it, because I have the saw that can do it, and it shouldn't be too much for it. Just take a little bit of time to cut through all of this, but shouldn't be a problem. And these pieces will probably end up becoming my new base as I throw more brush on here and we take care of this limb. Reason my camera turned off. I think it's so hot out here that it just shut down after a few seconds, but I just took the pieces that I cut off, kind of took the bucket of the tractor, rearranged them just a little bit. That way I can start throwing brush on top of there and starting a new burn. Gas. basically smoldering out here. Humidity is way high, so obviously this is making this task a lot harder than it ought to be. And of course I could wait until the fall and even winter to do a lot of this stuff, but just kind of my nature is I don't like letting it sit around, so I'm gonna try to knock out just little by little and get this taken care of over time. Like I said, I understand that I won't be able to get it all done, and it's just gonna take a good while. So I've got probably, I don't know, 6 to 8 feet worth of logs. Kind of go ahead and split them into firewood sizes. I'm not measuring them. I probably could, but that's hundreds of little logs that it would I would have had to measure, and that's just going to take even longer at this point. I would obviously wish I had some type of firewood processor, but I don't. I have the tractor and the chainsaw, and we have a log splitter, and that's what we're going to work with. But over the last few weeks, I have started stacking and splitting some. Of course, this is just a little bit, and I'm trying to utilize some of these open barn spaces, but I'm clearly going to have to clean a lot of this stuff out to make more room, because there's more wood out here than there is space in there. But this hole right here is probably going to be my main one. I haven't got a lot there, but I've got something started here, and it's the most open, and I have the most room in here. So I'll try to stack what I can, like I said, and I'll get it probably as high as I can, and then kind of work my way forward and keep going from there. And hopefully by that time I can find something to do with a lot of this stuff in here that we're not going to use anymore. Maybe take it to the dump or scrap metal, probably the dump, because I'm too lazy to go to too many places. But like I said earlier, I have an idea of how I'm going to split some of this. I'm not going to be able to get it all done, but I'll make a video of that if that plan does happen to work out. But for now, I'm just going to get back to it, keep sawing up some of these logs that are longer that we carried up here with the tractor and make them firewood size, and we'll throw them on the pile, and we'll just keep doing that till there's no more left. This is just the beginning of my new firewood business. So let me know if you want some firewood or have any other ideas on what to do with a lot of this wood, because there is so much of it here. Probably gonna have to give a lot of it away, but I don't want to. If I can make a couple of dollars, that's just a bonus. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna get back after it.